and this is the currencies. Let's get into this. I love this. I love the dollar.
All right. What is going on with the dollar? I think this is really good. A lot of people, I know at the beginning part of the year, a lot of people said that the dollar was dead, and you and I were talking, all three of us were talking, that I think this is a time where the dollar is going to get strong and continue to get strong.
Sure.
Do you think we're too long in that tooth, or, where are we in that?
Go to the charts.
So what to expect in the next phase of the bear market, and how to protect your portfolio, or how to protect and profit from it.
Well, so, we get at least 3 calls a month from people.
And check out the date here.
Yeah, June 12th. So we get at least 3 calls a month from people going, I got this article, I read something that the dollar's going to, go worthless, and the government can steal all my money from the bank, and, should I buy bullets and Butterfingers and hunker down? And what's interesting is even though throughout all those Obama years, everybody was like, oh, the dollar's doomed, it's going lower. This is a chart going back to 2019 that we shared in June to show that really since the pandemic bottom, the dollar's had a lot of strength. I was thinking we had this little 5-wave rally that was coming into resistance. So last time in June, that's all right.
Yeah.
Last time in June, I thought the dollar was going to take a decent pullback, and we were wrong. And if you ever want to be wrong,
had the signs there.
Yeah, if you ever want to be wrong, this is the best way to be wrong, because where you're wrong is you're expecting an asset to decline. Yep. And if you go to the next slide, thank God we were wrong, because it, rather than declining off of that line of resistance, it just powered through it. I mean, it just boom, just right through the line. And so that changes my perspective.
Agreed.
Like I thought that was 5 waves, you take a breather. This makes me feel like the move in the dollar is bigger and more secular than I thought, which makes me feel that the recession could be a little bit globally bigger. I don't know how it'll be for the U.S., but I believe it'll be really globally much bigger than I originally than anybody's, I think, talking about. And I think that it makes the bear market in equities more treacherous and more like what we saw in 2008 from the aspect of we're getting into that second phase where the dollar sucks the life out of everything. And as investors, the portfolio mix becomes something that people aren't used to, which is a lot of cash. If you're able and handle the risk to short the market, and that's really more of a professional's game, but nonetheless, we'll bring it up. And it becomes like it is one of those weird times that maybe the world becomes own the dollar and nothing else, and move to Costa Rica and sell tacos for a year.
So I don't want to drag too long here because I know we're running a little bit long, but in the past you've mentioned other nations, other people wanting to hoard dollars, and that helps drive the price of the dollar going up. Could you kind of elaborate just a little quick bit on that so people could get an understanding of what you mean?
Yeah, I think Patrick had shared that video. Did you share that with me? They talked about the dollar milkshake.
Dollar milkshake.
Yeah. I think it's a great video.
Right. Brings all the boys to the yard.
Yeah. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right. It's so there is a video out there called the dollar milkshake. I don't know. We probably should share it somewhere. Maybe we'll put it in the notes on the YouTube notes.
Yeah.
But it's a great explanation of basically what happens is if you think about all of trade in the world, oil, gas, everything is settled in dollars. Most debts are settled in dollars as well, cross-border transactions, things of that nature. So when there's a crisis in the world or there's a recession, the demand for dollars rises. If a economy, another country, especially the emerging markets, get affected the most, they need more dollars, but their economies are slower, so they don't have as much intake of revenue from taxes and stuff, so they have less dollars. They have less of their currency to turn into dollars, right? At a time that the demand for dollars is higher and prices are rising. So if you're an emerging markets type of government, you end up having to chase your exchange rate higher and higher and higher, and it really damages the rest of the world's economy. And that's why what you will hear as we go into this, you will hear about how the U.S. is the strong. Yes, we're in recession, but we're not as bad as Europe. We'll become the cleanest dirty shirt. We'll be the tallest midget in the room. And it was like, okay, great, but it's designed that way. It was designed that way after World War II, right? And that's what China, Russia, and Iran and Iraq would like to disconnect and are working towards over time.
And it's why you hear so many people saying the dollar is doomed, because they think that is it is bad, but it's not. It's happened before in history. It's a normal thing, normal occurrence of what we can expect. It doesn't make the dollar doomed.
And it could be over 50 years.
Right.
But if you're 75 years old, do you care what happens 50 years from now?
Yeah.
Probably not. All right, you may care, but does it affect your pocketbook?
Yeah.
So, you want to focus your energy on investment thesis. Yeah. You want to focus your worries and energy on can I make money off of. So let's turn this into what you can do with it.